Hello all, I'm Divya. I'm currently studying data science. My project is I'm working some machine learning project. Here our topic is phishing website detection. It's based on machine learning model. It comes under the supervised learning. Dice introduction, which overview of my project and the methodology, how to works and how to split the data, and then next I'm going to algorithm. Algorithm is an important part, which I that algorithm, functional requirements and data set pre-processing, working diagrams and conclusions. Introduction of my project. Why I'm taking this topic? A fraud attempt to get sensitive and personal information like passwords, username, and bank details like credit, debit card details. By masking through phishing URLs, the phishing websites will appear the same as legitimate websites and direct the users to pages to enter personal details of the user on fake websites. Through machine learning algorithm, one can improve the accuracy of prediction. The proposed method predicts the URL-based phishing website based on features and also give maximum accuracy. This method uses uniform resource locator URL features. Proposed system predicts the URL-based phishing websites with maximum accuracy. We shall talk about bearish machine learning, the algorithm which can help in decision making and prediction. We shall use one of the algorithms to get better accuracy of prediction. Here I used some keywords like phishing, algorithms, legitimate, prediction. Phishing is nothing but is a fake URL. Legitimate is a good URL, is a correct URL. Algorithm is nothing but is a step-by-step process which defines the set of instructions executed in certain order. That is called algorithm. And the prediction is a deduction, which one is correct, whether it's correct or wrong, like that. And then methodology. Here I'm going to use some random forest algorithm to build a model and predict values. First step is the sort the selection of random samples from given data sets. Second, we're going to do the algorithm will construct a decision tree. Decision tree is nothing but here we have a root word and then split up in two parts, and then it comes like a path tree, and the lost depth of the tree indicates the leaf node. We decided to target, and then step 3 is voting will be performed for every predicted result. Now here I'm saying the lost leaf node is a target purpose. The whether the highest frequency is coming, it's like a voting to predict that one. At last, select the most voted prediction result as the final prediction result. Algorithm is an important part in machine learning, which I when I'm using random forest for, because I get a better accuracy from compared with another algorithms. Random forest is a supervised learning algorithm which is used for both classification as well as a regression. Classification is nothing but it's a distinct value like 0 and 1, and the regression is continuous value. That's all. But however, it's mainly used for classification problem. It's ensemble method, which is better as single decision tree because it reduces the overfitting by average the result. Here I got a accuracy using random forest classifier 0.83 something. And the functional requirement is an important one. We have to use graphical user interface, and then software requirement for run my code in Java systems. I need operating systems like Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11. And then coding language, here I used Python in my machine learning. And the technology I used the navigator. So IDE is an important tool for run our code. It's a Jupyter notebook. Here I used Python. The version is 3.7.4. The minimum hard disk is 20 GB, and the hardware requirement is the application is an important one to run our. It's a smoothly run or tough to run, like that. This codes like processor Pentium 4 or higher from 4G, and the hard disk minimum 20 GB. And then the important process is the data pre-processing. It's overall depend upon a machine learning model. The pre-processing steps are feature extraction, the data set description, and then normalization, like that. A lot of pre-processing steps. Here I used a few. Here I tell some pre-processing steps. Data description. The data I take a data set from Google. The data set of URL is obtained from phishing websites. The fish tank is an anti-phishing site. It contains the data sets contain 2,905 URLs, which is unstructured form. Our main objective is detect whether URL is phishing or legitimate. I have used train the split to train the data set. I have two values x and y. X is independent variables like domain name and address. Y is a dependent variable is phishing and legitimate. Target variable 1 implies URL is phishing and the target is 0, URL is legitimate. Feature extraction is an important thing to train the data sets and do prediction. So prediction is accurate. I got an accurate prediction, so I trained my data sets through put some criteria like URLs having an symbol, and the slash is read directory, and then real address is little bit changed in phishing address. I indicate some criteria. I mentioned our PPT. You have to see that 0 indicates the legitimate, 1 indicates the phishing. Here see our data sets, the domain name and address is my column names. And then next we have to see concatenate our data frames with protocol. Here I have three column names like protocol, domain name and address. After that I pre-processing my data set. I have four columns named protocol, domain name, address is pushed like that. Previously I said protocol, domain name, address is an independent variable and the fished is dependent variable. Dependent variable I have. It's a classification. I got yes or no distinct variable. Yes is a legitimate, no is a phishing websites. Classification URL using random forest, like here we going to see our code. I used a random forest classifier, and then the metric is nothing but I got accuracy from confusion matrix accuracy score. I'm already set the feature extractions and what is 0 and what is 1 and what is x and what is no is fished or not, like that. I'm convention is classify. I build a model using a random forest classifier. I have performed fit and transform method and then read the data, test the data and predict the data. The workflow diagram is better understanding how it works in machine learning, how to detect the phishing is not. Here you have to see that you have see the diagram. This is a machine learning training phase and testing phase. We're going to data pre-processing and the feature extraction. And the feature extraction I've split it in two feature sets, and then going to algorithm is an important part too. Train the data got accuracy. Algorithm to do the training and testing, whether we have to finally outcome of detection whether the phishing or not. And then this is the user case diagram. It's overall of our project review. I got open a GUI application. Our application name is GUI application. Enter the URL, click on check button, okay, whether URL is phishing website or not, and then in process. Conclusion of my project is from the phishing attacks is very crucial and it's important for us to get a mechanism to detect it. It's very important and personal information of user can be leaked through phishing websites. It's a very critical problem. Can be overcome solved by using any machine learning algorithm as a classifier. We generate a classifier through the several machine learning algorithms we have found that our system provides us with 85.6% of accuracy for random forest classifier. Much more secure, detects new previous and phishing sites. Thank you for watching. This is our overall project review. Here I'm going to see about our code. I take a data set like URLs unnamed, like you have to see I installed record packages like NumPy and Pandas and read my data set and display my data set first 5 rows, and then split the data like the added the protocol and then separation type of a data name, and then column name is domain name and address. I had renamed that my column datasets column name and concatenate the three column names. Here we have to go into see protocol, domain name and address, and the splitter data is pushed. This is I have to set the independent variables, independence variable, like this my data set overview. and will splitter data type is a pandas core frame data frame. The feature extraction, I'm already set my ppt long url to hide that, like the 0 indicate legitimate, 1 indicates phishing, 2 indicate the suspicious, it's both or not. This is my long URL here using the random forest and then predicting models. I got a train and test. I got a confusion matrix values. Actual prediction 94, 80, 86 to 152. The actual score is 6. The splitted values. The I have mentioned some criteria, some long URL, this values, and the having that symbol, having the URL is 0.012. The redirectory URLs got a 0.005. Prefix suffix operations like that subdomains. These are my code details. This is a PyCharm IDE. I'm going to run my program in this IDE. I got we have to see the data set and then feature extraction file, finalized model, and GUI. This is my applications file. This is my training testing data set IPv5, and then readme and R5 model.py, like that. These files I have to run my program, whether I check whether it is URL is pushing or not. I have to run my code. The main window is open. Spam URL detector. I got a URL from user. Enter the URL and check button. You have to find the whether the phishing or not. This was my project overview. Thank you.